Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Kim D'Eramo, founder of the American Institute of Mind-Body Medicine, and I'm making this video to share more specifics about the Be the Medicine program. And for those of you who were on the live call, we had a really great Q&A, awesome questions, and I didn't hit the record button the right way. And so this is me making the video to kind of fill in some of the blanks around questions that were answered, other specifics of the program that really weren't addressed. People were asking me questions, and I realized there are some things that aren't fully delineated, so I put them into the this video here. We had them on the Q&A yesterday, and I'm also going to add a little caveat that things don't always go as you plan. And as a practitioner who has maybe a big vision for what you want to be doing in the world and contributing to humanity in a really powerful way, it is so important to be in fluidity with whatever happens. I was so bummed because it was such a great call. And I was like, oh, I can't believe I didn't press the button the right way. I actually turned the recording off instead of turning it on. So the thing I immediately, because that just creates so much suffering, because you can't go back and you can't do it differently. But I immediately, if you're feeling your body and you're living in your body awakened, you can feel the suffering that creates. And so I just would ask, how could this be the best thing that could happen for myself and for all involved? And I immediately had the awareness that I create this video today and I really love doing this, and that maybe it would be even more expansive and speak more directly to the people who are looking for what I'm sharing, and it would be even more of a contribution, and we will see. But we've got to make space for ourselves to make mistakes, because one of the biggest things I see with practitioners wanting to start up really great things is that, oh, I'll do it when I'm already healed myself, or I'll do it when I already have total confidence, or I'll do it when I get over all these fears, or when I have enough money, or when I have enough clients, and then I'm going to expand to the next thing. And it's like, just start right now wherever you are. So for those of you who are interested in the Be the Medicine program, here are some more specific details referent to some of the questions that were emailed in, which I do have. And then I kind of made a little list of some of the questions that were asked on the webinar yesterday, so I could share them for you in this video. So again, I'm sorry for any of you who are waiting for that replay. We generally always do share a replay, and obviously we're not going to be able to do that this time. So the first thing I'm going to actually share, because I had a question that was emailed, and there were so many little nuggets in that question, was from a woman named Roma. And she said, the format seems similar to the Embracing Health program, which was truly life-changing for me. And I'm so grateful I was able to take that course and apply it to my everyday life. I can totally see how using this can positively affect a practitioner in a healing modality and benefit both the healer and the patient. Can you give a breakdown of the program, please? The weekly topics. How long is it? How many weeks or months? How much time is spent on the healing or embracing part, and how much time is spent on structuring or building a business? And I'm going to pause right there to share some specifics. The topics are monthly, and there will be 6 months of this program. It's live, and we come through this together. It's about half and half of the integration of where you're residing personally and the integration of what you're creating. Structures, systems, programs, packages, all of that. For those of you who don't even know, whoa, I know I feel inspired, or maybe I've been learning some different healing arts, I have no idea how to put this together in a business or bring this out into the world or really assist others, that is absolutely fine. This integration will greatly help you to tap into that inspiration, allow it to guide you so you can literally hear it and feel it and know, yes, this is the choice. Yes, this is what will create more. Yes, this is the structure I'm going to go with. And in the program, we'll get into, and I have a couple slides to show you how the topics go for each month and what we will be going into for how to create structures, how to create a business, how to use different systems and technologies that can really help you leverage what you're doing in a much bigger way. I would like to figure out how to share this type of healing with people, but I don't know what format to take. Online, opening a clinic, giving seminars, etc. Do you get into how to set up a business and how to do this online? Specifics like what platform to use, how to set it up, etc. And the answer is yes. And I'm going to be getting into some of those, exactly how we do that. So if you already have an existing business, we're going to look at ways that that can be way more expansive for you and create way, way more and contribute way more for the people that you're assisting. If you haven't set anything up yet, know that the inspiration you have, the calling you have to even like learn a healing art or explore, read about, or like train or whatever you've done or haven't done, but the inspiration doesn't come from you. It's not some random idea of, oh, I just think maybe I'll do this, and who knows if people are out there that want to receive it. No, we do not live in a vacuum. We are inextricably linked. And so the space we're operating in this program, in the Be the Medicine program, is in unity consciousness. What's possible in unity consciousness goes way beyond what's possible in separation consciousness, where I'm over here, you're over there, and we have nothing to do with each other unless we have a direct interaction. And if I want you to find me, I've got to wave wildly and loudly and make sure to overcome all the noise in the marketplace so that you know I'm here. That, I'm telling you, will get you nowhere. The reason it doesn't work for people like myself and for those of you who are coming forward here who are in a healing art is because what you're doing comes from within you. It's a calling to contribute to humanity, to contribute to individuals. So if you're operating in separation and it's like, hey, here's a pill, take this pill, you'll feel better. Here's a massage and you're going to feel better. And we're letting the technique be the medicine. You might help someone feel better temporarily. Maybe their anxiety goes away, their pain goes away, their headaches go away, maybe their digestive problems are temporarily solved. But have you actually contributed to their personal expansion? Do they embrace more abundance and joy and vitality? Do they embrace and experience more freedom, more aliveness, more love and compassion, like all of the things that are the true reflection of the body's aliveness? It's not just about the physical. So when we're operating in separation consciousness, there's so much we have to do in order to make things work. When we shift into operating in unity consciousness, you are connected so intrinsically with those that you're here to serve. So it's like the calling they have. Please let me open to something bigger. Let me receive more. Even if it's just the pain of their physical illness, they are asking for an expansion, for truly being more alive. Not just fix my knee, fix my headache, fix my bowel, fix my fill in the blank, but actually asking for true expansion. And that is the call is being registered by yourself, by you, the more you tune in. So there is a match there, and you can leave it up to the universe to allow you to invite those people in. By being the medicine, you are being the invitation that has them know immediately, this is the resonance I'm choosing. And it can come through things like your logo, your colors, your messaging, like random things you can't consciously figure out. You will not consciously create these. That when you are in this alignment of your own divine connection, your own internal connection with the truth of who you are will come very naturally, will happen very naturally. I have an amazing graphic designer, and I'll share what I'd like to create, and just boom, there it is. I'm like, this is exactly, and I'll feel it just like the picture has a resonance, like, what it looks like on the page. And I'm like, yes, it will make me feel something in my body. It's not about just the color or just the imagery. There's something else in it. And so it's like an embedded code, but it doesn't come from here. It doesn't come from your mind. It comes as a result of you being in your own internal alignment. I'm ready to show up and assist humanity in the highest way possible. And the number one most important thing about this program is that you always, always, always must be the greatest recipient of your work in the world. A lot of practitioners have this backward, and the Mind Body TV episode we did yesterday was about wealth and abundance and how that's inextricably linked to health and aliveness. And to be in true wealth, I think it was called Receiving Wealth and Abundance. The alignment of that true wealth is what really creates this alignment in your business. So if you are not able to be a great receiver, you actually can't contribute to the health and expansion of others. You can help them temporarily feel better, but it won't really contribute to you. It won't really contribute to them. Maybe there's more money coming in, but then you know, your car breaks down and there it goes, or there's more, you know, money flows, but then you end up having like some way you don't actually enjoy. It's not actually an expansion in your life. We've had so many times that that's happened. It's a reflection of our own alignment. So that's a huge component of what we're doing in this course. And yes, specifics like platforms to use online, technologies, systems, all of these things to use for your specific business. What will work the best for your website, or if you're doing webinars or a communication system. She's continuing her question. How do I start from scratch with no clients? Yes, we will 100% be tuning into that. And like I said, it's all about you connecting with the resonance of this inspiration. What does it want to be in the world? What is it asking of you? What are the words that really express what this is and what it wants to look like? So you're more being guided than you are just trying to come up with stuff and figure it out. I used to do my business that way. Even though my work was really aligned and amazing things would happen when I'd connect with my clients, then I'd approach my marketing from this total disconnect of, I gotta do more, I gotta do more. It's like a graspiness of fear. And until I really transmuted that fear for myself, it wasn't easy. It wasn't effortless. It was like, how are things gonna happen? So that's a major part of what we'll be doing. And that does allow you to invite in those people who are here to receive what you're offering. She goes on to say, I've never done anything online before and I just don't know where to start. Looking forward to the live call and working with you. Just as a testament, the live calls are extremely powerful and you have this amazing ability to feel what the person needs and to guide them during the call. Can't wait to see you soon, Roma. So I am sharing that email both because it was one of the only written documentations of the questions we had in the call yesterday. Also because it's rich with a lot of different components of question. And I do want to share that these live calls are deeply, deeply transmutational. You will move decades and decades, beyond decades, lifetimes of old energies that kind of sometimes can hook you into fear and lack and overwhelm and frustration and limitation that you don't even see. So that is a huge value of what we'll be doing in the 6 months. We'll have 2 calls monthly. One is an integration call where we will integrate the theme of the month. The first month is money and receiving abundance. If we're not open as a receiver, it really doesn't matter what we do because we're actually blocking what we're trying to have happen. So this is the most essential thing that I see with a lot of healers where it's like, oh, I want to help people, I want to help people. And then they don't include themselves in that equation. The only way I can be of assistance to another is to truly be in my own expansion myself. So throughout that first month, we'll be integrating your ability to receive and your relationship with money. Let me go over these slides and then I'm going to get into some of the other questions that were asked and what I shared on that. So I'm going to share my screen here. Here we go. I use a technology called Zoom. I used to use Instant Teleseminar. And the reason I did that is at the time, I was aware it would create more. People were able to open and be more intimate when it was like, here I am on the audio. I'm not seeing all these people. I'm not really being seen in my full dimensional self. And that has changed significantly. People are very much ready to be seen and it's creating way more to be in a video interface. So the calls that we do each month will be done this way in the Zoom video. It's super easy. You can even get an app on your phone and do it from your phone. We have audio as well as video, and we'll be conversing together just like I do with a private client on a live call. We use the interface like this, and I'm reading into their system, feeling into their system, and bringing out that transmutation. So we all, you know, we all move through that. So it's a 6-month integration where we have an intimate small group. There is a cap. We've capped it to 20 for this group. And someone asked yesterday, what if I don't make the cut? We can add another group on. That is absolutely fine. I want to welcome everyone into the group, but just know that the group will be very intimate. It will be small. I think it's going to be around 10 to 12 people for this start. We've run this program for about 2, might be 3 years now. Yeah, it's like 2.5 years with amazing, amazing results. Everyone who's come through this has had a massive awakening and an expansion of various sorts. And yes, that expansion will apply to your relationships, your business, your money, your body, every aspect of your life, because it is connected. It's a holographic reality. These are not separate. When we work in separation, it's actually the opposite. We can improve your money, but then like your relationships might suffer. Oh, I'm working all the time. Or the opposite. Forget the money. I'm going to just focus on my family. And then I have all this love, but I'm in lack and deprivation with money. They're separate. And so even like more of one thing equals less of the other. That is not where we're operating. We are operating in wholeness, so that as we connect with pure love and true abundance, which is, by the way, essential if you want to truly contribute to others' expansion. You must be operating in your own wholeness. Doesn't mean you have to do it perfectly. Doesn't mean you have to be in full neutrality all the time. Just means that you are cultivating that, welcoming that, and willing to reside there for yourself and others. So this will certainly be something that has a profound effect on every aspect of your life. You'll have my personal assistance, just like I do in a private forum where we just call out the energies and let them move, and I'll tune into you specifically for what's coming up in your life, what's coming up in your business, what's coming up, self-doubt, or I don't know what structures to use, or I just can't get this technology to work. Any of those things, it's always energetic. Your life, this outer reality, is a holographic reflection of the space where you reside. And there's tons of really cool science on that. And I've shared so many videos on that, so we can kind of look at some other things if that doesn't quite make sense, or like, how does that work? We aren't separate. So it is essential as we create this new paradigm of medicine, this new paradigm of a service of self-care and healthcare, that we ourselves must embody this. And that's what this program is about. We'll have a private Facebook group so you can ask questions anytime. Every single course as we've run through this, I've answered 100% of the questions in the Be the Medicine group. So it's very intimate. I'm very connected with you as we go through, and we will tailor the content to what's arising for you. Yeah, and this is the first time we're running this as everyone starting at the same time group. It was before, it was kind of a rolling admission with different people coming in and out. This will be a much more cohesive group, and I know people are very much ready to receive from each other this way. The link is at drkimd.com/BTM, and I'm also going to post this video on that page, so you're on the page already. And these are what we're doing in the call. So we've got the integration call and a Q&A call. The integration call is where we will really call out all the old energies that are moving out of fear and lack, and what's coming up for you personally, what is coming in as we bring in really a new technology, a new hardwiring, a new operating system for who you are. So it's way easier to navigate through reality and to navigate through business and through assisting clients. And the Q&A call, where you can ask more specific questions around what are you doing, what's coming up, what's working, what's not working, and really allow the transmutation to occur. The personal alignment is the first piece. And there's no getting around that. Even if we sometimes want to escape our own challenges, or like, yeah, I've already taken care of that. Just show me what I got to do. I want to make this happen. We will never create a truly expansive business from that energy of the urgency of, I got to make something happen, so let's focus on that personal alignment stuff later. It doesn't work that way. So a big component of this is that personal alignment of who you're being, so that you get to be living in full alignment with the juiciness of what makes you most fully alive. So we'll tap into that. Embodying effortless receiving, as I mentioned already earlier, that is the biggest component. If you are here to assist others, we have this lie that I got to put others first, I got to do for others, and I'll get to me later. And certainly that was a huge part of my medical training in the conventional medical system. It's all about self-sacrifice. I don't even need to sleep. I don't even need to eat. I'm in service to others. And that is the major reason why that system does not create expansion in health. Very good if we want to prevent you from dying. Put your arm back on, get your heart started, get you breathing again if you're not breathing. awesome. And there's so many beautiful things about that system, but it is not in place to assist expansion of health. And there are many, 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 many people who are asking, please assist me in expanding health, who are ready to receive a true expansion in health, who would like assistance, who require assistance. That's why you are feeling the inspiration to create something. It's okay if you don't know what that is yet. That's what this program is about. How you create videos. It's funny because so many people talk about, you got to create videos, or your SEO isn't going to be, doing anything for you. No one will find you. And it's not actually true. When you're resonating in your own wholeness, whatever it is that you're really inspired to do and share will be exactly what's required for those people who are fit to find you. And for so many of us, it really is video. So if you're afraid to be seen and you're like, oh, maybe I'll just do it a different way and not be fully seen because I don't like how I am on video, I don't feel comfortable on video, you're hiding. It will not work. Who you're here to be is going to require you to go into your deepest courage and your willingness to show up, not for you, for them. If you knew someone that you cared about was in pain, you wouldn't even think about that. You wouldn't even think about the fears you don't want to face. You would willingly show up. What do you need? Just like this is the reason I can create so much content so quickly, so fluidly. It's right there, is because I'm in my heart. This is not about me or how I look or what I'm saying or calculating. Am I saying the right thing? I'm tuning into there are people here who are here to receive from what I have to offer. And yes, I'm going to show up for that. I don't even know what it's going to look like when I put the video on. There are specific ways that I've learned to create that have helped that fluidity immensely. So I'll be sharing specifically that, and you will all be very, very good with communication and creating videos. Email communication. So there's lots of different programs you can use as an email communication. Some are more complicated and they do more interesting things. Some are very simple and you invest less to use those, and we can see which one's right for you. It's about having fluidity with the system, not about, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do technology. A big part of this will be how you utilize a team. There are other people who love technology and would be happy to assist you. And together you can create so much more than what you can do individually. How you package your services, whether you're starting out or already existing, there are so many more ways you can be leveraged to really share the value you have with others in a way that is effortless for you and that they can receive so much more. Especially if you're doing one-on-one with people, you're doing a live interaction, you want to add so much more to what they're receiving so that when they show up for you, they can have the infinitely amazing experience, as opposed to like $200 fix my knee, or $150 let's learn your new diet, or whatever. You have expertise way, 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 way beyond that. And so let's extract it out and have it in a format that they can receive easily, so that when they do work with you live and have that 20 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, that is a massive, massive value, and they can receive so much more from you, so you can receive so much more in the exchange as well. And we'll talk about pricing and packaging and things like that. Creating digital programs. It is so much easier than you might think to know exactly, like, boom, what are the 10 things that I go over with every single patient that I could put into a digital product, or even like a PDF or something. So now they have that. And when we start, we're at a whole different starting point than me having to kind of teach them all these things. What do they already have to know? And we'll focus on what's the result you want them to have, what's the result they're looking for. And so how do you create that in putting together some digital programs? Technology and systems. There's so many super awesome systems, technologies that are available to us today, and we can look at what is going to be right for you. Building your team. Your team is going to be a reflection of you. The more you're open to receive, the more it will create. I had someone ask yesterday, What if I already have other courses going on, and I have, this one woman had, my daughter is sick at home and I'm doing this Reiki course, and there was another course she was doing, and I know this resonates for me, and I know I can feel that this will create more. But then I have this idea, like maybe I should do it next time when I have less going on. And there was a lot of conclusion there. So I invited her to see and feel into, what will this contribute to me? What will doing this program right now contribute to me? What will this contribute to my daughter? What will this contribute to my doing the Reiki course? What will this contribute to my money flows? If this is a contribution, because we think adding more means, okay, I gotta, we're in separation. We have so much energy to do this course and this course, and then my daughter, take care of myself. So if I add something on, then I have less energy for everything else. In unity consciousness, I can add something in and it can contribute to me. How will this contribute to my body? How will choosing this program contribute to my family? How will choosing this contribute to my business? So it's easier for me. It's more effortless for me, and things are taken care of for me to a far greater degree than I ever imagined. So you want to begin to feel into your body will register your higher wisdom. Feel into your body. What does your body have to say about this? Does this resonate for me? Will this choice contribute to me? And so feel into this. There's this 6-month experience, some kind of like just the energy of it. And feel into, what will this contribute to my life? So building your team along the same lines, we think, oh, but if I add people in, then I'm going to pay them more, so I'm going to have less money. Totally not true. We can add people in, and actually it can contribute to our money flows, and it can contribute to our creativity, and it can contribute to our well-being in so many ways that does translate into us receiving more. And then speaking publicly, a lot of people, there's just certain things people do, again, in disconnection versus sharing from connection. And there are very easy ways to integrate a new way. So you speak from the heart. So you actually embody a room and feel the energies, appreciate the energies of the room, of the people you're speaking to, whether it's a physical room or it's a webinar room or it's doing a Facebook Live and the virtual room of who these people are you're communicating with, to feel into that and be able to have the awareness of, how's it going to land if I say this? What needs to be shared here? What is it people most need to hear? So these are things where you're all ready to begin to integrate. In the monthly audio integrations, so these are audios that we will create each month, and you'll have them to practice with, like a meditation before you go to bed or anytime during the day. You do not have to do them every day, but there's something to play with every day to integrate the energy of what we are releasing and what we're receiving. So the first month, as I mentioned, is money, wealth, and receiving. It's almost like not even worth showing up until you become receptive to allow more, allow expansion into your life. The second month, and this is, the first month is kind of the solid one. We might move around the order of some of these other ones, but I had some awareness of what's coming in. The second month will be releasing old traumas and fears, old ways of doing things, old belief systems, any incompletions where it's like, geez, I was raised with this pattern and I didn't realize I'm still in allegiance to my father and I don't want to make more money than my father, or I'm still in allegiance to my mother's belief systems about men and that I should be this way with men, and that affects my business and my money flows. And so sometimes we aren't complete. So we haven't even left that behind. We're still percolating in that energy. And there's anger or resentment or hurt or trauma or whatever. And the completion of that allows us to be free. The next piece is out of identity into essence. When we operate from essence, there's wisdom, there's awareness, there's alignment. We are guided, we are sourced. When we operate, a lot of times it's identity. I'm a doctor, and therefore, here's what I can do, and here's what I cannot do. Here's what I should do. Oh, I shouldn't do this other thing. And so if I'm operating through the lens of an identity, it's going to really hold me back from what I'm able to share. Like, oh, I shouldn't say any curse words because, I'm professional and that's unprofessional. And sometimes certain words really allow a lot of energy to move. So to be able to listen to your wisdom and show up for the moment authentically is so much more powerful than living in these contrived ideas of how we should or shouldn't be with ourselves, with our clients, in our lives. A lot of identities like, oh, because I'm a woman, or because I'm a mother, or because I'm this old. We have a lot of ways of staying in a box, and there's so much limitation that creates. So moving into the true, authentic expression of your essence and letting it be all it's here to be. I know for me, to be like, in a Athleta workout top with, my Athleta pants. I love Athleta. My workout pants and clothes, and like out taking a walk with my baby. And I'm like, oh, I want to create this video. And I just let myself have it. But it used to be like, oh geez, I'm a doctor and I should look like this or sound like this. And so I have like lights and a studio and here's my video. And it didn't create what I knew was here to be created. And I let all of that go and dumped it so long ago. And I don't need to have any of that. And it really limited so much. And this is way more fluid for me. And it will resonate with the people who I'm here to assist. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't resonate with other people. It's okay. So the next piece is clearing relationships. A lot of practitioners have this idea of, I'm going to take on more clients. I want to take on more patients. Or, oh, I can't take anything on. I can't take any more clients on right now. I'm burnt out. I'm overwhelmed. And so there's this up and down of, in fact, someone asked yesterday on the course, I've been burnt out. She was a physical therapist for many, many years. She's like, I'm still not over it. I haven't even been in that practice for like 4 or 5 years. I'm not making money and I'm not even recovered. I can't even imagine the idea of stepping into something else right now. For herself, there were incompletions. She has not yet received what she needs, even though she took the time off and she backed out. She's, forget, I'm not doing any of that. It is completely essential that we receive what we need so that we are no longer in that old energy of the overwhelm or the trauma or the pain or sometimes we betrayed ourselves in that paradigm. And that is a big part of what we will do in the program. And so clearing your relationship to others, your relationship to yourself, your relationship to your past, and releasing that. You are not taking on clients. You're not taking on anyone. You can assist. You are here to assist. And by the alignment that you embody within yourself, you can assist and invite the alignment of these others who are here to receive that. You do not need to take people on or do this thing where you have clients who aren't actually ready to heal, who actually aren't choosing to heal, but just want to have someone as a crutch or who make them feel temporarily better and like lean on you. And it's really heavy. That will burn you out. That is not what you're here to do. Let's move away from that and into something much more expansive that actually contributes to others. The next piece is about your body. There's a lot we've integrated or been cultured to do around rejection of the body. I don't want to take care of this body. Oh, I can't believe my body. Wow, I got to whip myself into shape. Like hatred of the body, judgment of the body, neglect for the body. You cannot create success, abundance, wealth, or assist anyone in their own alignment with health if you don't love your body, if you aren't willing to love your body. You don't have to do it perfectly. You have to choose to share love with your body, to let your body receive love. One of the biggest reasons people don't know how to eat or can't eat or overeat, have discord with food, is because they're judging their bodies, because they do not know how to love their body. So you will be the embodiment of that, and that will create so much for you in your life, in your business, in your money. And then the last piece is from inadequacy to limitlessness. We operate so often in, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough degrees, I don't have enough training, I don't blah, 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 blah. So then what we do is we do more and do more and do more. I got to give more and give more and give more. Or I shouldn't ask for so much money because I had to make sure I'm giving enough. Inadequacy is not serving you, is not serving them. You cannot operate from not enoughness and create abundance for yourself or anyone you're here to assist. When you honor your own alignment, you embody this and you assist others from your own alignment. It is truly limitless what gets created for you and what gets created for them. And that is because you are an infinite being and they are an infinite being. And you, as you tap into your infinite nature, you automatically invite them into the same alignment by that mirror neuron effect of who I'm being is being picked up by the cells and the DNA and all the little spaces of you and who you're being. So it's an automatic transmission, just happens by showing up. And then, of course, doing the treatment modality or whatever, it doesn't even matter. That's like the delivery system. That's the 2%. It's actually even less than that. It's like 99.9% my embodiment. And then that 0.1% is like, oh, here, by the way, let's do this transaction. So limitlessness, you're accessing them not to a fix, not to a improvement. You're accessing them to limitlessness, to unlimited possibilities for what life is ready to bring to them. Okay, there is video training content. You will receive this. They're easy to assimilate. It's not a high, like take lots of notes. There's content to assist you in your own alignment and then to assist what you're doing in your business, what you're creating. You will receive a certification in mind body medicine. It's a certificate of completion in the program so that you actually, you know, there's a physical representation of what you've integrated here and how you can assist others using mind body medicine. It's not a formula. Here's Dr. Kim's formula and go share it with the world. It will come through you and your truth and what comes up for you as you go through this program. But the content's going to share about how to show up in social media and be a contribution in social media to create expansion there, how you're doing your communications or an email series or inviting others to play in the space of what you're doing, speaking, leveraging your expertise. So many people aren't aware of what they actually have to offer. That is so much more valuable because to yourself, it's just, oh, this is just what I do. This is just what I know. But to really get the perspective and seeing how that can be immensely valuable to others. And then offering packages. So there's a lot of videos on how you begin to do that or how you can improve on what you're already doing. And, oh, there was something else I wanted to say about that. And oh yes, and learning how to present this and share this with others. Like, how do I invite others into a similar experience? There's a bonus. So we have Mind Body Mastery, which is a video program around your own personal alignment, your own awareness, becoming an aware, awake, and aligned human being. B is changing your beliefs, all the old BS belief systems that you don't even know you've hooked into that you can really allow to release, and upgrading to something that's much more aligned with your truth. C is conscious choice, becoming more and more conscious, vibrating at a higher frequency, vibrating in neutrality. D is design. What does it look like? What is your heart calling for? Getting that ability to interpret and decipher what it is that's getting created and get it to be a concrete reality. And then E is expansion, inviting your own expansion on every aspect of your being. This is not just about a business or helping people or making money. It's about a true expansion so that your business contributes to you. The money that comes in contributes to you. It contributes to your body. It contributes to your family. It contributes to your home, that everything can receive through you showing up to create as you. And then I always create a lot of tailored content depending on the needs of members. So if someone asks a question, I'll create a video or respond, maybe sometimes an audio to assist the integration of what's coming up for individuals and for the group. Okay, the site is drkimd.com/BTM. I'm going to go into some questions that arose yesterday, but you can email support@drkimd.com if there are any questions that haven't been addressed in this video. I had someone ask, how is this different from the Instant Elevation program? That is a program that's like a DIY, a do-it-yourself video program, and it brings you through an alignment physically, mentally, emotionally, becoming more aware of old beliefs that are ready to move through, integrating a new way of embodying your physical body so that you are a transmuter, so that you're upgrading on every level and you move through things more fluidly. This is a much, much more in-depth, much more personal, much more specific for you getting into your system and allowing a release, like I said, of eons, sometimes just through old patterns in your lineage, even before you came into the world, of fears or angers, resentments. It's these things get handed down in the DNA. And it's really interesting how that's what we're made of. We actually these energies can be embodied in our life, even if we've not experienced them ourselves. So this will be a much more personal look to allow that to release. And it's very, very different program because we're really specifically tailoring this around creating structures and systems in your life that allow you to express the essence of who you are and that contribute to you, not just with money, with all kinds of ways that your business and these systems can contribute to you being more fully alive and fully expressed. I touched on the person who asked, what if I have other courses going on? Being willing to just ask your body. Because other people say, well, I don't know, I'm investing in other things and building a clinic, and I don't know if, this makes sense financially. Your wisdom does know. So if you feel into this, or just look at the page of what this is, okay, Dr. Kim and Be the Medicine, and will this contribute to me? It's a $5,000 US dollar investment for 6 months. There is a payment plan. If you want to pay, it's $1,000 a month over the 6 months. So it's a little bit more if you do the payment plan, but it's easier maybe for you if that financially makes sense that you pay just $1,000 each month as you go through the 6 months. There is also a split where you can do $2,500 and $2,500 over the 2-month period. So there are a couple of different ways to do the investment, but feel into your own wisdom. Will this contribute to me? Will this be a contribution in my life, my self-expression, my money flows, all of the aspects of your life? And how many people will be in the group? We are capping it at 20. And I think I mentioned this before, it'll probably be around 10 to 12 for this group in particular. You will definitely have personalized attention. You're welcome every single call to come in and have a physical interface on the video as if we're in a one-on-one. It's just everyone will be receiving from that. And yeah, I think I said we're on this kind of format, so we'll be in a video. How long are the calls? Usually the integration calls are actually both of them will probably be about an hour and a half for each call of the 2 calls of the month. It may be less than that if we have depending on the size of the group. They're somewhere between an hour and 15 to an hour and a half for each call. And others have asked, what if I know this resonates for me, but I don't have the money? That's always such a good question. When we live in lack and separation, it's like if I put money over here, then I don't have it over here. We're not aware of how choosing what resonates for us opens us to receive more. I have so many times, in the past, so many times chosen from fear and urgency. I have to do this. I have to do that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Because I was disconnected from myself, everyone else telling me, you have to do this program. You should do this thing. This will get this result for you. And I was like, yeah, I got to do that. I was in fear and separation and just trying to do everything I could do to get out of that. When I began choosing from my knowing and from what really contributes to me, and so feel the resonance of that expansion, the expansion of my health, my prosperity, effortlessly, seamlessly sharing the wisdom that comes through me and the love that I have for others and the way I care, effortlessly sharing what I'm passionate about, what I care about in a way that really assists others, and feel what does that feel like? Allowing it to contribute to my family so I'm even more present and available to them because of who I'm being in this business. Just feel into everything that creates. And then ask yourself, what does this choice, me choosing my yes, whatever it means, look like 5 years from now? What does it do for me 5 years from now if I begin now living in alignment with my yes, not in alignment with old judgments and conclusions and ideas about possibilities and about money and about linearity, but really choosing from my yes unconditionally, asking for the clarity that I need so there's more certainty when needed, and asking for the resources I need, and always, always choosing that which contributes more to me. What does my life look 10 years from now? And then just close your eyes and feel into that. And then just ask yourself, does this program match that energy? Is this program a contribution to me? Will this contribute to who I'm being in the world and to my experience of my own aliveness? Is this a contribution to me? And just be willing to breathe that in and know it's okay to have the awareness if it's not a fit. That is not the same as having fear. Like when you embrace something and you're like, it blows everything up. It's okay. It's like taking the snow globe and it blows all the pieces up. That's all the soot at the bottom that's releasing. It's okay to allow that to happen. Sit with it for 10 minutes. Breathe through it so that the fear can release and dissipate. And there can be clarity in knowing, what will this actually create for me? Maybe what will this create for me that I haven't even been willing to receive, but which actually is a match for everything I've been asking for? What will choosing this create for me that's actually a match for everything I've been asking for, but that I haven't been willing to receive? And then just take a deep breath. Let everything go. Good. And then just ask yourself, what would it be like for me to be willing to choose and to release everything that's in the way of my expansion? What would it be like for me to be willing to choose and release everything that's in the way of my expansion? And just breathe in and let it go. Okay. I'm going to complete this webinar. Give love and blessings to your body for showing up and being here. If this is something that calls to you and this inspires you, I am so excited to welcome you into the program. You can register now at drkimd.com/BTM. And if there are any outstanding questions, I think I have gotten into everything here, you can email us at support@drkimd.com. There was one more question someone had, referent to, I know this is right for me, but my husband's in a lot of fear. How do I convince him? How do I get him to let me do this? Everyone is a reflection of you. When you are in your own certainty, you can be the invitation to others to go through their fears instead of trying to avoid them. So no one can hold you back from truly choosing the essence of you and truly choosing your expansion, whether it looks like this program or something else. So it's okay to say, all right, maybe it's not this, but I am ready to choose my expansion unconditionally. And if it's this, I'm going to welcome in everything I need to allow that to be. And maybe it's the strength to tell that person, I'm going to choose this, I'm doing this. Or maybe it's the compassion to feel their pain and feel their fear. I've had that fear too, and allow it to transmute and breathe through it because it's triggering your own fear. Let that transmute and there'll be more clarity and way more freedom so you can move forward in choosing what really contributes to you. So I really appreciated that question because I know a lot of people kind of have that kind of thing going on as well. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Let me come back into my screen here. How do I do that? Just to say goodbye on video. Maybe I can do this. Here we go. I hope that worked with my screen share. I'm sending you so much love and blessings. Thank you for being here in this webinar, and I look forward to connecting you in any way that makes sense for us going forward. Lots of love. Oh, here we go.